Have you ever noticed how we sometimes imagine Jesus? We picture this gentle, soft-spoken teacher, always smiling, patting children on the head, maybe with a little lamb in his arms. And while Jesus is the very definition of love and compassion, we often miss a huge part of who he is. We forget the fire in his eyes, the authority in his voice, and the radical, world-shaking nature of his call. The truth is, the call of Jesus is anything but gentle to our old way of life, to our comfort zones, to what the Bible calls the flesh. God challenges our comfort. He challenges our self-reliance. This is precisely why the call of Jesus is never easy on our human nature. Think about his words. If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Deny yourself. Take up your cross daily. Does that sound like a suggestion for a comfortable, easy-breezy life? Not at all. It's a call to a radical reorientation of our entire existence. Let's be honest, our natural instinct is self-preservation, not self-denial. Our flesh wants comfort, ease, and control. We want to build our own little kingdoms where we are the king or queen. We want our schedules to go our way, our relationships to serve our needs, our careers to bring us glory. We are experts at self-promotion and self-gratification. And right into the middle of our carefully constructed lives, Jesus walks in and says, tear it down. Deny that whole way of living. He's not being harsh for the sake of being harsh. He's being a divine physician. He knows that the very things our flesh craves control recognition. These are the very things that are slowly poisoning us and keeping us from true, abundant life. Self-centeredness is a spiritual cancer, and Jesus' call is the most radical form of surgery. He says, let go of your life as you know it, so that you can truly find it. And what about this cross? We often sanitize this image. We wear it as jewelry. We see it as a beautiful symbol. But in the first century, the cross was an instrument of excruciating public execution. It represented shame, suffering, and the ultimate end of self. So when Jesus says, take up your cross, he's saying, be willing to let your old self die. Be willing to publicly identify with me, even if it costs you everything. Be willing to endure hardship, misunderstanding, and rejection for my sake. It's a daily choice, not just a one-time decision when we first believe, but a moment-by-moment yielding. Every morning we wake up, and our flesh says, my will be done today. But the call of the cross says, no, your will be done. Every time we're tempted to choose our own comfort over serving someone else, that's a cross-bearing moment. Every time we choose forgiveness over bitterness, humility over pride, generosity over selfishness, that is taking up our cross. He doesn't just want to be a part of your life, he wants to be your life. He doesn't want to just be your co-pilot. He wants to be the pilot, and he's asking you to trust him completely with the flight plan. Look at the people he called. He walked up to fishermen and said, leave your nets, your boats, your entire livelihood, and follow me. He looked at a tax collector, a man whose entire identity was wrapped up in wealth and Roman collaboration, and said, follow me. And Matthew just got up and left everything. He didn't say, Jesus, can I work for you part-time? Can I follow you on the weekends? No, the call demanded a complete break from the past. He told the rich young ruler, a good, moral man, sell everything you have and give to the poor. Then come, follow me. The man's wealth was his security, his identity, the thing his flesh trusted in more than God. And Jesus put his finger right on it. The man walked away sad because he couldn't let go. His flesh was too strong. His story is a sobering reminder that our attachments, even to good things, can become idols that prevent us from truly following Christ. So why would anyone sign up for this? Why would anyone choose denial, sacrifice, and a cross? Because of what's on the other side. Jesus immediately follows his tough call with an incredible promise. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it. This is the great paradox of the Christian faith. The way up is down. The way to gain is to lose. The way to live is to die. When we try to save our own lives, to cling to our comfort, to build our own kingdom, we ultimately lose everything. We end up with a life that is small, anxious, and empty. But when we lose our lives for his sake, when we surrender our will, our ambitions, our very selves to him, we find true life. A life of purpose, freedom, joy, and deep connection with the God who made us. We trade our tiny, self-made kingdoms for a place in His eternal, unshakable kingdom. We trade the fleeting pleasure of the flesh for the lasting joy of the Spirit. We trade our weakness for His strength, our anxiety for His peace, our brokenness for His wholeness. It is the greatest trade in the history of the universe. And that process involves chipping away everything that isn't of Him. It's not a gentle massage for the flesh. So today, let's ask ourselves, where is my flesh fighting against the call of God? Is it in my finances, my relationships, my time? Because in losing that life, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that dives deep into the challenging and beautiful call of faith. See you next time. Hey everyone, it's great to see you again. I have something really special to share with you today, something that's been in the works for a while now. A dedicated team and I have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring you something new, something powerful, and something deeply practical. This upcoming platform is designed to do one thing: help you grow financially with clarity, responsibility, and a strong sense of purpose. We want to cut through the noise, the get-rich-quick schemes, and the confusing jargon that often surrounds the world of finance. We're going back to basics, focusing on what truly works. Now, I want to be completely transparent with you. Help you grow financially with clarity, responsibility, and a strong sense of purpose. We want to cut through the noise, the get-rich-quick schemes, and the confusing jargon that often surrounds the world of finance. We're going back to basics, focusing on what truly works. Now, I want to be completely transparent with you. The inspiration behind this new venture comes from a very personal place. Over the years, I've seen so many good, hard-working people struggle with their finances. I've seen the stress, the anxiety, and the missed opportunities that come from a lack of financial literacy and guidance. It's not because they aren't smart or don't work hard. It's often because they were never taught the fundamental principles of how money really works. Think about it. When did you have your first real lesson about budgeting, investing, or debt? For many of us, the answer is never, or far too late. We're expected to navigate a complex financial world with little to no training. That's the gap we want to fill. We believe that financial well-being is not a privilege reserved for a select few. It is a skill that can be learned and a goal that can be achieved by anyone. It is a skill that can be learned and a goal that can be achieved by anyone willing to put in the effort. Our speaker isn't just someone who's read a few books. He's someone who has lived these principles. His journey is a testament to the power of disciplined saving, wise investing, and living with a long-term perspective. His approach is grounded not just in numbers and charts, but in a deep-seated belief system that emphasizes stewardship, integrity, and using wealth as a tool for good. This isn't about hoarding riches. It's about building a solid foundation so you can live generously, provide for your loved ones, and pursue your passions without financial worry holding you back. So, what can you expect from this new channel? We're going to cover everything from the ground up. We'll start with the absolute essentials: how to create a budget that actually works for you, one that you can stick to without feeling deprived. We'll talk about how to build an emergency fund, that crucial safety net that protects you when life throws a curveball. From there, we'll dive into the world of debt. We'll break down strategies to pay it off systematically, freeing you from that weight and freeing up your income for your future. But we won't stop there. We'll explore the world of investing in a way that is accessible and easy to understand. No complex formulas or scary terminology. We'll discuss how to get started, even with small amounts of money, and how to harness the power of compound growth to build long-term wealth. We'll talk about retirement planning, insurance, and even how to teach your kids about money, setting them up for a life of financial success. Each video will be designed to be practical and actionable. You won't just walk away with information. You'll walk away with a clear to-do list, a set of next steps you can implement in your own life immediately. We want you to feel empowered, not overwhelmed. We believe that small, consistent steps are what lead to massive transformations over time. It's not about making one giant leap. It's about taking the next right step, again and again. We are pouring our hearts into creating content that is not only educational but also encouraging. We know that the journey to financial freedom can sometimes feel lonely and difficult. We want this channel to be a community, a place where you can find support, ask questions, and share your successes. We're in this with you. We are pouring our hearts into creating content that is not only educational but also encouraging. We know that the journey to financial freedom can sometimes feel lonely and difficult. We want this channel to be a community, a place where you can find support, ask questions, and share your successes. We're in this with you. We are pouring our hearts into creating content that is not only educational but also encouraging. We know that the journey to financial freedom can sometimes feel lonely and difficult. We want this channel to be a community, a place where you can find support, ask questions, and share your successes. We're in this with you. Celebrate your wins, big and small, and offer guidance when you face challenges. The launch is just around the corner. In the coming days, we'll be revealing the channel name, the official launch date, and a sneak peek of our... The launch is just around the corner. In the coming days, we'll be revealing the channel name, the official launch date, and a sneak peek of our first few videos. To make sure you don't miss a thing, I want you to do one simple thing. Click the subscribe button right here on this channel and turn on all notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when we go live. I am genuinely excited about the impact this new project can have. I truly believe it has the power to change lives, one budget, one investment, one family at a time. This spiritual journey is the foundation upon which we build everything else. It's our anchor in the storms of life and our compass when we feel lost. But there's another aspect of our lives that is equally important and often intertwined with our spiritual health, and that's our financial well-being. Let's be honest, money can be a source of significant stress and anxiety for many of us. It can feel like a constant battle, a race we can never seem to win. And this financial pressure can easily spill over and affect our mental, emotional, and even our spiritual health. It's hard to focus on inner peace when you're worried about paying the bills. It's difficult to feel abundant when your bank account feels empty. I believe with all my heart that these two aspects of our lives, the spiritual and the financial, are not separate. They are deeply connected. A healthy financial life can create the freedom and space necessary for deeper spiritual exploration, and a strong spiritual foundation can provide the wisdom, resilience, and mindset needed to navigate our financial challenges and build true, lasting wealth. This is the core idea behind the new project I've been working on. It's a platform designed specifically to help you grow, not only spiritually but financially as well. Imagine a place where you can find practical, actionable financial advice that is grounded in principles of mindfulness, purpose, and integrity. Think of a community where we can openly discuss our financial goals and struggles without judgment, and support each other with wisdom and encouragement. This new venture will offer resources to help you understand your relationship with money. We'll cover everything from budgeting and saving with intention, to investing for the long term, to creating multiple streams of income in a way that feels authentic to you. We'll explore how to cultivate an abundance mindset, how to practice gratitude in our financial lives, and how to use our financial resources to make a positive impact in the world. We'll also dive deep into spiritual practices that can support this journey. We'll explore meditation, mindfulness, journaling, and other techniques to help you connect with your intuition and make decisions from a place of clarity and inner guidance. We'll learn how to set goals that are not just about accumulating more, but about creating a life of purpose and contribution. It's about creating a synergy where your financial success fuels your spiritual growth, and your spiritual growth guides your financial decisions. This is a big dream, and I know I can't do it alone. This is where you come in. This project is being created for you, and it will be shaped by you. When it launches, it will need your support, your presence, and your encouragement to grow and reach more lives. A tiny seed that, with your help, can grow into a mighty tree, providing shelter and nourishment for so many. Your early involvement will be absolutely crucial. You will be the founding members, the pioneers of this new community. Your feedback will help us refine the content, your energy will build the culture, and your stories will inspire everyone who joins after you. We're building this together, from the ground up. I envision a community where we celebrate each other's wins, both big and small. A place where someone paying off a credit card is celebrated with the same enthusiasm as someone reaching a major investment milestone. A place where having a breakthrough in a meditation session is seen as just as valuable as creating a new income stream, because it's all connected. It's all part of the same journey of becoming whole. The world often tells us to compartmentalize our lives, to keep our work separate from our spirituality, our money separate from our heart. But I believe that true fulfillment comes from integration. It comes from living a life where all the different parts of who we are work together in harmony. A life where your career aligns with your calling, your finances support your freedom, and your daily actions are a reflection of your deepest spiritual beliefs. This is the future I want to build with you. A future where we are not just surviving, but thriving. A future where we are both spiritually rich and financially empowered. A future where we have the resources and the inner peace to live our best lives and make a real difference in the world. We'll talk about the official name, the launch date, and how you can be the first to get access. So please, make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on, because you won't want to miss what's coming next. I'll be dropping hints and sneak peeks right here over the coming weeks. In the meantime, I would love to hear from you. What are your biggest challenges when it comes to balancing your spiritual and financial life? What kind of content or support would be most helpful for you on this journey? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your input is incredibly valuable and will directly influence how we build this new platform. I want you to know how much I appreciate your trust and your willingness to come along on this new adventure. It's a step into the unknown for me, but knowing that I have this incredible community by my side gives me all the courage I need. We are about to embark on something truly special, something that has the potential to transform not just our own lives, but the lives of countless others. You're a better parent, a better partner, a better friend, a better leader. You have more to give. You have more capacity for kindness, for generosity, for creativity. I want to be clear that our work here on this channel will continue. This new project is an expansion, an evolution, not a replacement. It's the next logical step in our journey together, so get ready. The next chapter is about to begin, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you for listening, thank you for your support, and thank you for being you. Until then, take care, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have you ever felt completely stuck in a relationship, a job, or even just a life situation you know isn't right for you? It's that nagging feeling in your gut, the one that tells you something needs to change, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. You feel paralyzed, and the longer you stay, the more it hurts. What if I told you that this painful feeling, this paralysis, is actually a sign that you're on the brink of a major breakthrough? This isn't just about discomfort. It's a specific kind of pain that arises when your heart's true purpose starts to clash with your current attachments. Think about it. We all have attachments. It could be the comfort of a familiar but unfulfilling relationship. It could be the financial security of a job that drains your soul. It could even be an identity you've built for yourself that no longer fits who you're becoming. These attachments feel safe. They're known quantities. But deep down, your soul has a different plan. It has a purpose, a calling, a direction it wants to go. For a long time, this purpose might be just a quiet whisper. You can ignore it, distract yourself, and keep clinging to your attachments. But eventually, that whisper grows into a roar. The universe, God, your higher self, whatever you want to call, it starts to turn up the volume. This is the critical moment we're talking about. The moment the universe exposes your attachment before it fully reveals your purpose. It shines a spotlight on the thing you're clinging to and says, look, this is what's holding you back. Suddenly, that comfortable relationship feels suffocating. That secure job feels like a prison. That old identity feels like a costume you can't wait to take off. And this is precisely where the pain starts. It's a confrontation, a battle between your comfort zone and your calling. The universe is forcing you to confront your priorities. It's asking you a very direct, very uncomfortable question. What is more important to you? This attachment you're clinging to, or the purpose you were born to fulfill? This pain is not a punishment, it's a wake-up call. It's the friction necessary for growth. Imagine you're holding onto a rope, and on the other end is a massive anchor holding you in place. At the same time, a powerful current starts pulling you forward, toward a beautiful, undiscovered shore. The tension on that rope becomes immense. Your hands burn, your muscles ache. The pain is telling you one thing: you have to let go of the rope. But letting go is terrifying, isn't it? Because for a moment, you'll be adrift. You can't see the shore clearly yet. The purpose isn't fully illuminated. All you know is the pain of holding on and the fear of letting go. This is the test. It's a test of faith. Faith in yourself, and faith that the current is taking you somewhere better. Let's break down why this process is so painful. First, it's a loss of identity. We often define ourselves by our relationships, our careers, our possessions. When the universe asks us to release an attachment, it's asking us to release a piece of who we thought we were. If I'm not a lawyer anymore, who am I? If I'm not in this relationship, will I be alone forever? The fear of the unknown is immense. Second, it involves confronting sunk costs. We think about all the time, energy, and emotion we've invested. I've spent 10 years building this career. We've been together for 5 years. I can't just throw that away. This feeling makes us want to cling even tighter, believing our past investment justifies a future of unhappiness. But the truth is, you can't get that time back. The only choice you have is how you spend your time from this moment forward. And third, it often involves disappointing people. The people around us get used to our attachments. They might depend on them. When you start to change, it rocks their boat too. You might face judgment, criticism, or misunderstanding from friends and family who don't get what you're going through. This external pressure adds another layer of pain and makes it even harder to let go. So how do you navigate this? How do you move through this intense period of pain and uncertainty? The first step is to acknowledge the pain for what it is, a signal. Don't numb it. Don't run from it. Sit with it. Ask it what it's trying to teach you. Journal about it. Talk to a trusted friend or a therapist. Understand that this pain is not your enemy, it's your guide. It's the North Star pointing you toward your true direction. Next, you have to start detaching emotionally, even before you detach physically. Begin to visualize a life without that attachment. What would it feel like? What would you do? Who would you be? This isn't about making a rash decision. It's about creating space in your mind and heart for a new possibility to take root. You're gently loosening your grip on the rope, one finger at a time. This is also where radical self-compassion comes in. Be kind to yourself. You're going through a monumental internal shift. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to grieve the loss of what you're leaving behind. You wouldn't yell at a caterpillar for taking its time in the chrysalis, would you? You're in your own chrysalis. Honor the process. And finally, you have to take a small, terrifying step of faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Maybe it's updating your resume. Maybe it's having one honest conversation. Maybe it's spending one weekend alone to reconnect with yourself. Each small act of letting go builds momentum. It tells the universe, okay, I'm ready. Show me what's next. And you know what happens when you do that? The moment you truly let go, the pain begins to subside. It's replaced by a feeling of lightness, of freedom, and that's when the purpose starts to become clear. The fog lifts. You start to see the shoreline. You'll meet new people, discover new passions, and find opportunities you never could have imagined while you were still clinging to that old anchor. This is one of the most profound and sacred journeys a person can take. The journey from attachment to purpose. It is painful. Yes, it is challenging. Absolutely. But it is also the path to your most authentic, joyful, and fulfilling life. The pain is temporary. The purpose is eternal. If you're feeling that pain right now, congratulations. You're on the verge of becoming who you were always meant to be. We're all on this journey in one way or another. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. Please share your own experiences in the comments below. I would love to read them. And if you want more content to help you navigate your own journey, make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.